Hi everyone. Today I'm going to read the 30th chapter of my novel Farishta. So let's start. The guy who was giving me his precious suggestions, he was skinny guy. His face was very thin, cheeks were inside. Because of this, his nose became more sharp and prominent. I was under this observation. I was I was under his observation from last 2 days. He didn't like my style and get up, but I don't understand why he was giving me free advice, free suggestions. I asked him, "What's your case history about political asylum?" He said, "We have family grudge. They involved me in false murder case." I asked him about case. Is it real one or the fake one? So he said authentically, like he was trying to convince me. Yes, of course. It's a real case. You haven't heard about Gujarat? I said, I don't know much about Gujarat, but I've heard about some group in Gujarat. They are called Pagawale, means the group wearing turbans. So he said, they are our enemies. After hearing his answer, I didn't say anything. We were talking each other. In the meanwhile, another guy came towards us. He had strange look. That skinny guy introduced me with that gentleman who came to us. Meet him. He's our Afghan brother, but he can speak Urdu. I shook hands gladly with him and said, "You are from which city of Afghanistan?" He said, "I lived all my life in Pakistan. I am from a small village which is close to Mansehra called Fatehpur. I was car mechanic there." I said, "What do you think of Pakistan?" He said, "I love Pakistan." When I had a close look, I saw some strange thing was floating in his eye. I asked him, "What happened to your eye?" He said, "Once I was repairing some car. There, there was fan closer to the radiator that came out and hit my face. It damaged my face and hurt my eye. Luckily, I didn't lose it, but doctors say that after the operation it will be all right." I said, "Why you didn't do operation in Pakistan?" So he said, "That's why I came here. As long as my asylum case will be in the asylum center, in the asylum department, during that period, my eye will be operated. Even if they don't accept my case, but they will operate my eye, and that will be my saving." I thought inwardly that this gentleman is very intelligent. In that pertinent moment, that Afghan was called for the interview. It was my turn after him, so I started preparing my case in my mind. What should I tell to them? What should I tell to the asylum center people? That skinny guy suggested me that the date and the days you select should be famous dates, but be careful, should not be some national day, because they know all these things. So your asylum case won't be accepted. So according to his instructions, I started knitting my case in my brain, and I started selecting the dates, the birth date of someone. After half an hour, they called me inside. A girl came and accompanied me. There was one room where I slept was first night. Next to it, there was another room where they took my fingerprints and they took my photo. And next to that, there was that room where I had to enter. I took permission and entered in the room. On one of the wall, there was big fish framed in a beautiful frame. I didn't recognize this fish. Was it real or fake? On another wall, there was wall clock. The wall clock was exactly like the clock's painting, which Spanish painter Dali made. There was a rectangular table in the room, lots of paper on it. In one corner, there was a computer and a printer. There were 4 chairs in the room. On one chair, the person who was sitting, he was wearing light blue shirt, dark blue tie, and his coat was hanging at the back of the chair. He indicated me with his hand to sit down. He showed clearly through his face expressions that he wasn't happy to see me. Or maybe his face was like that. His face was thin, sharp nose, fine thin lips like girls. He shaved a lot in his life. Because of that, his face had light greenish shade. He might have used electric shaver. It was because of that. Because electric shaver take out hair deep from your skin. After seeing his face, I thought of Ghulam Abbas' short story. He explained his features with such a beauty. After reading that story, you feel that person is standing in front of you. A woman was sitting in this room as well. She wasn't Pakistani. He indicated me to sit down, so I sat on a chair. He placed a stopwatch on the table and said in English, "Let's start interview." First of all, he introduced himself. That translated it into Urdu, or you can say it in Hindi. Then she introduced herself and told to interview officer that I told him my name and for the reason I came here. He asked me first. First question in German language, and interpreter told me what he said. What is your name? Farishta. Family name, Sabazwari. Date of birth. I told him my date of birth. After this, he asked me further questions. Whatever I was telling him, he was writing it on his computer. Complete address. I explained him complete address. And a city, I told him Rawalpindi. Your family, mother, father, brothers and sisters. I said, they died in bus accident. Only I survived. After this answer, I saw some devilish smile on his face. You are married? No. You have kids? How can I have kids if I'm not married? The interpreter explained to that officer that in their society, there's no concept of kids without marriage. There would be 1 in a million. That officer said, it's a part of interview. I don't care what the culture of their country is. Then he asked me my travel history, which I told him like this. I'm from Pakistan. I'm from Rawalpindi, a city of Pakistan. After completing my education, I did different jobs in that city. I joined one political party. That party was Nawaz Sharif's party, and it was under his supervision. When Pervez Musharraf implemented martial law and finished his government on 12th October 1999, after that it was difficult for me to survive in Pakistan. He interrupted me while I was relating him my story. But most of the party members of Nawaz Sharif party are allied with Pervez Musharraf. I said, but the group with which I was, they are still in problem. He questioned me, what was your problem? I said, life threat. He said, Musharraf implemented martial law on 12th October 1999 and today is 18th October 2002. During this period, your life wasn't in danger? I said, I have hard time. For example, I was unable to do any 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 kind of job. Secret agencies were searching for me. What so special you did that Musharraf's government was afraid of you? I used to write articles. I used to write speeches for political people, political leaders. But, but writing speeches isn't dangerous for anyone. If your writing affects the people, then you can bring revolution. Then you are a dangerous person. Your writing can become the cause of revolution. He looked at me weirdly and said, when you left Pakistan, 1st May 2002, how you came here? I tried many times to leave Pakistan, but every time they stopped me at the airport. Finally, an agent brought me at Slovakia city, Bratislava, with a fake passport, and from there he dropped us in Kreislingen in a car. You saw the cities and places during your journey? Our agent, he didn't allow us to see outside the car. Whenever I tried to see something, he pushed me down with punches. You told me you left Pakistan 1st May, but today is 18th June. It means you lived in Slovakia for 1 month and 18 days. When we came to Slovakia, he left us in a house which was close to the border. There were other people as well in the house. He used to take people one by one to cross the border. Our turn came on 15th of June. He left me at Kreislingen railway station. The time was 11:30 at night. Even it were 11:45. Thank you very much. I hope you like my video. Like my video. Subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon. Thank you very much.